Hey, gorgeouses. Bryybryyy checking in with you, and I have a little companion today. My little nugget Blanche. She's joining me today. Huh? Ugh. I know, it's always like 6 months between all of my postings and everything. I must apologize. I get busy. What can I say? I get caught up in life. I love it. So, long overdue. The one thing I want to focus on this time is skincare. Okay, as we know in my past videos, my skin has never really been the best. Now, I'm going to share my little tricks that I have learned because I've tailored my own regimen to my skin, and I recommend you do the same. Everybody's going to have their own niche. Everybody's skin's going to react differently. Not everybody is created the same. So, I'm just going to share with you the regimen that I use, and let me just be warned, caution, it's going to be a lengthy little procedure, so buckle on in. This is what I do for my skin. Now you can already see that, like, from my previous videos, I mean, yes, I have a couple little blemishes and everything. I just get them. Whatever. I'll take this over what I've had before. So what I do, there's a couple different things. First off, I want to exfoliate without irritating. What do I mean by that? I want to clean my face. I don't want to pick at my face. I don't want something where, because the more you pick and everything, you're going to cause inflammation, spread of bacteria, your acne's just going to get worse, and then you're going to look like a pizza face. Okay, go to my previous videos to find out news about that. Seriously, just don't do it. I get caught up in doing it. I kind of was doing it over here today. It's fun. Okay, we like seeing crap fly out of our pores. It's so much fun, especially when they squirt and hit the mirror. Nothing better than when things squirt, you know what I mean? Let's talk about cleansing, okay? Initially, let's just talk about cleansing. Now, I don't use my hands because if you think about it, on a regular basis, what your hands come into contact with. I mean, it's not like I touch anything nasty or anything. So, you know, I mean, think about what you touch with your hands on a regular basis. Now, and just so you know, if the camera's moving up and down, I'm on a bed. Woo! So much fun. Anyways, so what I use to clean my face, if I can find it, I literally, you guys, I have so much going on right here. Now, I don't use my hands, I use a brush. And I use the poor man's version. Granted, what I would recommend using is what we call the Clarisonic. If you guys have ever seen this Clarisonic, it's freaking amazing. It uses ultrasonic vibrations in this really soft bristle brush to get down and just clean deep into your pores and everything like that. Amazing! I love it. But those are kind of pricey, about $150. Let's face it, not everybody has that kind of money. So I have what I call the poor man's version. So I'm a huge believer of the Body Shop. It literally is a little bristle brush. It's freaking fabulous. Now, I started using this. I noticed my skin. I've been using this now for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. Not this same brush, you know. But I've been using this technique, and it's literally, I start at the bottom, and I just work my way up. I don't push it in. I just gently exfoliate. That's all I'm doing. And I use the Body Shop cleansers. I have a whole different slew of cleansers, but before I even use this, usually I'll have makeup, I get oily skin and everything. What do I do first? They have a tea tree oil line, which I love. And what I love about this one, it's a foaming cleanser. It sort of poofs up and everything like those hand foaming cleansers, but it's for your face. I just use this as sort of like a pre-rinse cycle. Pre-rinse, what's rinse? I use this as a pre-rinse. And it's just something, I mean, think about when you go into a car wash, I don't know, they pre-rinse everything. So I just get all of the topical, all the just surface debris off. And then I go ahead and I use this little nugget, okay? So gently but firmly as I clean, in circular motions, I just work my way up. I have a couple different cleansers that I use. They're a little bit thicker of cleansers, and depending on oily and how dirty I am, I'm going to tailor to it. If I feel like I'm particularly having like more of a breakout day, I use a tea tree oil line. It's a thicker gel, and I like it because it lathers up a little bit thicker than the foaming cleanser. But that's what I like about both of these. But this one's from the tea tree oil line, and this one's from the seaweed oil line. If I feel like I've been working out and everything, I just feel super oily and I have a lot of makeup on, I will use this one because I feel like it just sort of pulls all the oils out and it actually dries out my skin a little bit more. And that's what I like about it because I have I usually have very oily skin, and this one's actually labeled for combination and oily skin, and that's what I love about this one. But this one is for blemished skin, so if I'm having a particular bad breakout like I used today, and I usually use this before I shave because it just it tingles, it feels refreshing, I just feel cleaner when I use this one, so I like using this one. However, I will use this one usually after a day of work or something like that, and I just want to clean off my makeup and everything and just go straight to bed. So these are my two cleansers that I love using, both from the Body Shop. If you've never been into the Body Shop, go check it out if you're lucky and fortunate enough to have one in your mall or local near to you, because you walk in there and they literally have things like you have oily skin, you have dry skin, you have blemished skin. It's freaking amazing. I love this store. So I use those as cleansers. I usually don't tone my skin, but I will moisturize. And it's always important to moisturize, because if you don't moisturize, your skin's going to get oilier, or it's just going to get more irritated. You always want to follow up with moisturizer, even if you have oily skin. Trust me, I know. Moisturize. Okay? So what I like using is, I apparently don't have it here with me, so I'm going to have to go get it. Okay, got it. So the moisturizer, it's again from the Seaweed line. I like it because it's a mattifying moisturizer and it has a little SPF built into it, and I like it because it's not oily or anything, and a lot of times I'll use this as a primer for my makeup, and that's what I like about it. So this is the moisturizer that I use on just a regular, ordinary basis, and I don't get flaky or anything. It does the job for me. I like it without adding too much oils. So that's my favorite moisturizer that I do use. However, when I do shave, now people ask on a regular basis, they're like, I shave every day. I really don't have to shave every day. I don't get that manly 5 o'clock shadow or anything. Ugh, I wish, but I get like peach fuzz, and that's what I really have to do. I have to get rid of that, because otherwise dirt collects on it and everything, and then I can't really clean my face that well. So I shave on a regular basis, at least once every 2 days, and then what I'll do, I cleanse my face and everything while I'm in the shower, and then I'll shave. I just use a regular, like, Schick or whatever sensitive skin. Actually, my shaving cream, whatever I use, it's a shaving gel that I use, and it's literally anything that's on sale for sensitive skin, as long as it's a gel, I'm fine with. I don't use cream because the cream tends to wash off, and then I feel like I get some resistance when I'm shaving. But the gel just seems to be a little bit thicker, and it lathers on and it sticks to my skin. So when I shave, it's a smoother shave and it's a cleaner shave, and I don't nick myself. I like that one. So I generally go with that. I've tried electric shavers. I just don't get a closer shave, so I just use the good old fashioned. I just use a good old shaver. But then afterwards, what I'll do is when I get out of the shower, I won't follow up with my moisturizer, because what I'll use is Kiehl's. If anyone's ever heard of this, oh my gosh, this company is amazing. But this is actually the only product that I use from them. I haven't really experimented too much with them. I hear they're amazing, but this is the first product that I've ever used. It's an aftershave moisturizer. It's freaking amazing. Oh my gosh, so it tingles a little bit when you put it on, and I even sort of like the way it smells. It just feels fresh and everything, and then any type of like razor burn irritation, it helps to do that, and it even actually kills like bacteria that's on your skin and everything, so you don't get those ingrown hairs and everything. It's slowed down my ingrown hairs, so I definitely recommend this. It's amazing. In the shower and everything. Another couple things that I'll use just whenever I feel like it, I can't even tell you why I use it, but just because I like the way it does, is from the Body Shop also, they have this vitamin C microdermabrasion. It's like a scrub, but it's not really a scrub. It has like really, really fine particles in it, and I like it because it just sort of buffs up your skin, and I use it maybe once a week or once every other week. It's something that I just like using, and then when I get out of the shower, I'll just go ahead and I follow up with my moisturizers and everything. I don't use this when I shave or anything like that. I just like using this by itself, usually after a day of work. I just want to use it after I originally cleanse my skin. I'll follow up with this, and then it just makes my skin a little bit more radiant. A couple other things that I like using topically, in conjunction with my Kiehl's, I will use just regular old. A lot of people, you should try Proactive and do this, blah, blah, blah. I've gone to dermatologists and everything, and actually Proactive to me is just a waste of money. I personally don't like it. You've seen my other videos. I'm not a firm believer of Proactive. But the main ingredient in it is benzoyl peroxide, and Neutrogena, this is like a $4 or $5 tube. You can go to Walmart, Target, wherever. It's really cheap and inexpensive to use, and it's just straight up benzoyl peroxide, and this will last me like a year. But what I'll do is just, if I have, and that's what I did. So I put the Kiehl's on after I shaved today, and just everywhere we see these like red little blemishes and everything, I just put a little dab of this on it, and it just helps sort of dry up the pimple, and then it helps it just sort of like heal and keep the bacteria from spreading, and that's what I like using about this. That's my favorite. Okay. Now, a couple other things that I will use is, because I don't shave my forehead, I don't really have to. So the Kiehl's goes on everywhere. I put it down here, and this is something I'll use as a makeup primer. But what I'll use too is from the Body Shop. They have this vitamin C sort of radiant. They call it the Skin Boost, but Instant Smoothing Radiance. I will put this on my forehead, and I use it as a makeup primer just because it sort of smooths everything out and everything. Or if not, I'll just put my moisturizer, my seaweed moisturizer over there as my what am I trying to say? My primer, and it's good enough for me. Now, let's talk about masks for a hot second. I don't do masks all the time because it'll actually irritate my skin more and clog my pores more, so I try not to overdo it. So maybe once a week, once every other week is when I'll do a mask. Depending on how I feel is what I'll use. So again, if I have 3 different masks that I love. Again, all from the Body Shop. Swear to God, I should just call this BIV, the Body Shop edition. So the one, if I feel oily and everything, I've been working out, I go on a long bike ride, I go on a hike or something, I feel oily, I'll put this on, and it's a Iconic Clay Mask. I like it. You put it on, like I just cleanse my skin, and then I'll put this on, and it starts drying, and you feel your skin tensing up and everything, and then when you rinse it off, it just has this cooling sensation. So I like using this one. It's a seaweed mask. If I'm feeling particularly broken out or something, I don't know, once a month I get a little hormonal, and literally, like, it's once every 3 weeks I've noticed for me. Once every 3 to 4 weeks, I'll break out just in one location, or I'll have a couple breakouts across my face, and I like using this around that time. It's a tea tree face mask, and it has tea tree oil and everything in it. I like this one because you put it on and it has an instant cooling effect, and this just sort of helps it helps sort of soothe my skin and everything, and it helps takes care of my blemished skin. My skin will start clearing up after I use this. Now, when it's super dry, and I feel like my skin's crusty and everything like that, like I have really dry skin, no matter how much moisturizer I put on, I feel like I get scaly and crusty. What I'll use is this honey and oat mask, and what I like about this is it's like a 3-in-1 scrub mask. It literally cleanses, polishes, and moisturizes all in one. So I'll actually just use my foaming cleanser, and then I'll put this on, and then I won't even use moisturizer or anything. It's fabulous, because it smells so good. I'm going to smell it right now just because I want to. It literally you want to eat this, okay? It smells so, yummy. So, it's so yummy, I can't even get over it. Delish. So, I'll use this, and it's something I'll put on for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll rinse it off, and my skin just feels touchably smooth and whatnot. And I'll use this usually like in the middle of the day. Like if I have a day off or something, and I wake up and I cleanse my skin, and then I do a couple chores around the house, this is like my go-to mask. If I feel like I just want a little pick-me-up and something to smell good on my face for 10 minutes, I'll use this. It's yummy. And then also, anyone else get little dark spots under their eyes? I mean, granted, I'm not worrying about it too much right now, but again, from the Body Shop, they have this vitamin C under eye. They call it the Eye Reviver Duo. Mainly, they call it a duo because they have a wand on one side and a roller on the other side, like a little roller ball on one side. So it goes under and around the eye. I like it because it just sort of helps tighten up your skin, and if you have like any dark circles under your eyes, it just sort of helps eliminate that. And then also if you have like wrinkles or your eyes, like particularly if you have like an allergy day and you're like rubbing your eyes and everything, and then you have like the dry skin around it, this I've noticed helps really well with it. But one thing that I'm super, super excited about, so you guys have seen my acne and everything. I have acne scars. It's something where it's like, how do you get rid of it? It's, you know what I mean? I have like the deep ones that come right across here and everything, and right here, and then I didn't have anything on my forehead or whatnot, but I do have some wrinkles and everything. I've been using this new product. I am obsessed. Okay, you guys, obsessed. Now, it's called Nerium AD, okay? I love this product mainly because what it does is it takes care of fine lines and wrinkles, it takes care of scars, it helps with emerging lines and everything like that. And then I'm learning, sort of like, I don't know, if something's a little dirty, I'll just throw some Windex on it. Okay, if you have any skin issues, I seriously would recommend just throwing some Nerium on it. It's from the oleander plant, which I learned is a toxic plant. I don't know. But this is literally, it's been studied in clinical trials and everything. This stuff works. I'm going to put a link down at the bottom of this video. Check it out. The before and afters pictures. If you have any type of like redness or anything going on, like that's what, like look at my skin. you go to my previous videos and you can see where I have like red spots and everything, and you can even see the unevenness of my skin in my previous videos. I'll post before and after pictures as well along with in this video, but this is working. I've only been using it for about a week. I am a huge firm believer in this already. I definitely recommend picking up a bottle of this. I put it around my eyes, and this is just a nighttime serum. I like using that. So I follow my regular regimen of cleansing my skin, but at nighttime, I won't moisturize or anything. I will put just this on, and it's freaking amazing. And why did my computer go to sleep? Stupid bitch. So, this is seriously, oh my gosh, it's like a miracle in a little bottle. Try it out. Seriously, you will not, you will just be thanking me. Just do it. Just use it. Now, we talked about skincare and everything. Let's talk about makeup for a second, okay? Now, even with all my products and how happy and obsessed I am about my products, my skin, I mean, I'm not wearing any makeup right now. It could do better, okay? It could do better. So, I want to go ahead and make myself a little flawless. I wish I could do like a porcelain doll. I have tried a lot of makeups, and unfortunately, like, things like MAC, Chanel, Dior, like, I don't know, the fragrances in it or something, it does not work for me. I can't use it. My skin will get irritated, and it will start, literally, I'll put it on, and 20 minutes later, my skin gets itchy and everything. I look good, but then when I go to clean my face that night, I'm like a full-blown pimple. I can't do it. I use Bare Minerals, okay? Bare Essentials, Bare Minerals. I love them. Now, they're getting huge into skincare and everything. I don't know much about their skincare. Sorry that they're dirty. I use them a lot, okay? Now, I have a couple different things from them, and what I love is they have new brush lines coming out and everything, but they have this little Buki brush. Isn't it cute? Oh my god, it's a little baby. I like this one because it gives full coverage, and there's another brush that I'm looking at getting. It's like an angled brush. It's brand new from them. I have to get it. It's fabulous. And then I always carry my Bare Minerals around with me. If you ever see me, I carry around my bags and everything. So, but they have like brushes and whatnot. I just use all their brushes. Most of they're natural brushes, except for like my concealer brushes. They're synthetic, which is awesome. But like literally everything I'm pulling out and showing you right this second, it's all from Bare Minerals. And this is their foundation powder. It's a loose powder, which is cool. They have a compact now, which I like carrying around with me. But there's a couple different techniques that I use. So I tend to fall between different colors. What I like using this one is I use their fair foundation, because it'll take care of my redness and everything. It helps sort of even out my skin tone. And it's literally something, I unscrew the cap and just like you shake it down in it, and then you get it into the tray. And then I always use my little Buki brush. This is my new baby, my new best friend. So I just like give it a little swirl, give it a little tap, okay? And then literally just, oh god. So, just to let you guys know too, since I've shaved, I've already put on my Kiehl's. So that's my foundation that I'm using right now, and I've also used my vitamin C, the Radiance thing that I told you to use as a foundation or as a primer, and I put that on my forehead. Okay, so that's all I'm using for my primers. I don't know. They have a primer. I don't like it because it tends to the Bare Minerals has a primer that they use, but that they've recommended to me. Every time I use it, for some reason, it just seems to peel off as I wear it, as I wear my makeup or put my makeup on. So I actually don't recommend their primers. I'm not a huge fan. Okay? So I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, he's looking like a ghost. Oh my gosh. Like I said, this is going to just even out my redness that I have going on, and that's why I use this one. I tend to fall between colors. So see already, this is just that. I mean, look how much more even my complexion is. I don't conceal. I wait to conceal until the last step. If you're good at blending, wait to use your concealer until the last step. Reason being, you're going to save so much money on concealer and your makeup. Just in the long run, I don't know. I would learn how to blend. Once you learn how to blend your makeup, and what I mean by that is like you don't want to walk around like, oh my gosh, you can tell like where your pimples are or where your like sensitive areas are on your skin, where your red areas, because what's going to happen is you're going to have like white spots all over your face or something. Learn how to blend and even out your skin tone, and it's going to be fabulous. So I use the Fair. It's the original formula. Bare Minerals started coming out with what they call a matte formula. So if you have a more of like, by noontime you start getting that shiny feel and everything, I recommend the matte formula. It is fabulous because literally, like, you can't really tell on my computer screen, but it's a little bit shiny with the original formula. I will use this as my, this is like my main foundation. And this one, I use Fairly Medium. They have a whole array of colors and everything. If you go into the Bare Minerals store, they will literally help you out. They will pick out what colors are good for you and everything. So, again, I follow the same technique that I just used, okay? Something very simple. I am obsessed with this. I can't, oh my god. Some people don't like the Bare Minerals because they say it doesn't give a lot of coverage. What I will use then after that, or I recommend to people, if you like a little bit more of a coverage, I'm a boy, so I don't like looking like I'm wearing makeup, so I don't use really a lot of heavy concealers or anything like that, but what I will use is, what I will recommend is Clinique has this amazing powder, or this amazing foundation out. It actually has salicylic acid in it, and what it will do is help with blemishes and everything, and I love that one. I will use that if you want something a little bit more coverage, and that's what I will recommend. So, now I'm putting this medium beige on because it gives me a little bit of color. I don't look so pasty. I don't know if you can tell, but this side's untreated, this side is, and I don't look so like ghostly, okay? I'm going to leave one side done and one side undone so you can see the difference, okay? Now, you can see a little bit of like a bump on this side and everything, but otherwise, seriously, I love Bare Minerals. Okay? So that takes care of the foundations. The only thing that I don't like about these is powder tends to get everywhere. That's what they have the compacts for. The compacts are amazing. What I then use is they have this, they call it warmth, and there's different strengths of warmth that you can get, but it's basically just a really, really tinted. It's almost like a bronzer if you think about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bronze one side of my face, and then up here, so I'm not going to look like a ghost, okay? And then seriously, this is like, we're almost done here with my makeup. It's not even funny. Like, it takes me like 10 minutes to do my makeup in the morning. Okay? So I literally take my brush, I do one little dab in here because you don't need a lot of this stuff. You don't need a lot. So you load your brush up just a little bit, and I just take my medium beige lid and I swirl it around, and then just go with it. I love this stuff. Again, you guys, sorry it took so long for me to actually even just make a video. It's like ridiculous. I can't even like begin to describe why it's taking me so long. I want to go on to the next side. And then what I'll do too is I load up just a little bit of it, and then I'll put it under my eye as a little bit of eyeshadow. Of course, close your eye when you're doing this. You don't want to poke your eyeball out. But then see? And then I really don't even have to conceal anymore. Like, the redness is basically gone. And that's pretty much it. Voila. Bare Minerals. Love it. So you can obviously see white, and then it's definitely a little bit more warmth on this side. And then that's how I do it. That's basically my makeup technique. Seriously? Oh my gosh, I look weird. But you get the idea. So, that's how I do my makeup. Okay, not just like this. Now, of course, okay, I have to do this side now because I just feel like a bimbo. Okay? But what I'll then do afterwards is they have what's called the mineral veil, and that's their finishing technique for Bare Minerals. And the mineral veil I love because this is just going to, the mineral veil is going to add just that matte finish, that very finished look, and it's going to set your makeup in. And I always recommend following up with this, even if you don't, if you have your makeup and you already have your favorite makeup picked out, okay? And you just need a little bit of touch-up throughout the middle of the day, go to Bare Minerals. I have one friend, she loves Clinique. That's all she uses is her Clinique. But I talked her into getting the Mineral Veil from Bare Minerals because, literally, just in the middle of the day, you get like a little oily, you feel like you want to touch up your makeup, you know. Bare Minerals, the Mineral Veil is going to do that for you. It's going to give you a matte finish, and it's going to just touch everything up. Okay. And again, you guys, see how easy this is? Like, it's hard to do it in a computer screen. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried doing your makeup on the computer screen. I'm using iMovie is how I make my videos, and I'm not saying I have a challenge right now, but it's definitely not the easiest thing to do. Voila. See? Now, it doesn't really look like I'm wearing makeup or anything, you know? And it's fabulous. Now, it's not like it doesn't look like I'm wearing a mask. Like, you can tell some people that wear makeup sometimes, like, there's a huge difference in color between their face and, like, their neck. Even at their chin, you can tell they don't go down. Like, I like brushing down under my skin, too. Like, under here. And I don't usually put makeup under my neck because I don't like a lot of makeup getting on my clothes or anything. But I will take just a little bit of my bronzer, the warmth I was telling you guys about, and I will just sort of, like, take it around just so your makeup just follows down. It looks a little bit more natural that way. Okay? Now I'm going to do the Mineral Veil just to give you guys a quick demo on how I do that. It's pretty amazing. And a lot of people, what they want to do, now I'm going to go back to my little Buki brush. It's so cute. Now, what I recommend doing is, so in the Bare Minerals, what they have is like these new little technique, these little cases that, like, because they're like travel size and everything, where you can do this and whatnot. So I always just leave it open, and then I will turn the lid, close it, and just shake it a little bit. Shake, shake, shake. Okay? So then what it does is it loads just a little bit in there. Take your Buki brush, okay? I dip it inside of this guy. Just load up some. Just load it, okay? Just go for it. And then swirl it around the lid. Now, the big mistake that people do with the Mineral Veil is they just want to do this and go all around their face. Don't do that. Hold up, hold up. Okay, back it up just a second before I Mineral Veil. Now, what I forgot to tell you guys, remember how I told you guys my under eyes? I wasn't going to do any under eye makeup because I don't really feel like I need any, but I still want to show you guys. Okay, so they have this little nugget, and they literally call it Stroke of Light. It's just a little under eye brightener. I love it. This is a little sample, but the bigger bottle, it's like just bigger. What I'll take is my Max Coverage Concealer brush, and I literally just dab the end of this guy. Because you don't want a lot of this stuff. I noticed if you put too much of this on, like, if you put too much, it's gonna, like, it's just gonna spread everywhere and fill into the creases, and it's not gonna look natural. So I just dab a little bit in, and yeah, just go with it, you know? And I just put it in, just in the crease of my eye. And like I said, I really don't feel like I needed any, but actually, oh my gosh, I did. My bad. So, and then I'll do this side too. I always have one eye that's worse than the other. So, and I always have to open my mouth when I do makeup like this. Because, I don't know why. It makes me more accurate. I don't know why. So, my under eyes, this is like I said, I don't know if you can see the difference between the before and after. It just lightens up under your eyes, and it's pretty freaking fabulous. Since I've been using my Nerium AD, I've actually been using less makeup, especially under my eyeballs. It's taking care of all the dark lines that I have coming out my crow's feet and everything. And then under the dark circles and everything, seriously, Nerium AD, you need to check it out. So, fast forward. Bloop. So, remember, I loaded my brush and everything, my little Buki brush with Bare Minerals with this nugget. So, again, you guys, you haven't missed anything. I haven't concealed, okay? I have not concealed yet. I wait until the last step that I do is my concealer. So I take this guy, It's fully loaded, and don't do this. You're just going to waste your mineral veil, okay? Literally, you're going to take it and push it into your pores. What is this guy doing? He's pushing the Bare Minerals, he's pushing it into his pores. Well, if you're doing this, you're going to spread it all around, and it's not going to set. What your Bare Minerals is doing, it's the finishing touch. It's going to matte your skin, and it's going to just add that matte finish and set your makeup. That's what the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil is. It's the finishing touch. So if you need to, go back, reload your brush, swirl, 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 and then I just like it gung-ho. Like, you would literally want to push this in. And because what it's going to do, it's going to set your makeup. See right here, even me just doing this, see that? I'm a little shiny already just from like sitting in here. And this is just because it's a little warm. But the mineral veil will just help matte it down. Voila! And I didn't even go up completely over that spot yet. So, and then the mineral veil though, I will go all the way around underneath because I used to get really bad breakouts underneath my neck. Mainly because I would get thick oils and everything under there. The mineral veil just helps control the oil that I have noticed. Throughout the day, I will reapply it just regularly throughout the day, like when I'm on my lunch breaks at work or something. So if you're ever sitting outside at a cafe and you see me whip out my little makeup bag and start pushing powder on, this is what I'm doing. So, super simple, right, you guys? Super simple. Like, and I don't know, I never saw myself as a makeup person, but Bare Minerals just makes it foolproof. So, and now look. I actually don't even have to use concealer. See what I mean? I'll use a little bit right through there, but really, don't even have to use concealer. So, the finishing touch is on. We're all set to go, okay? Now I'm just going to conceal. And like I said, the main thing with concealing, you want to blend. Blend, blend, blend. Because if you don't blend, it's just going to draw attention to there more so than if you didn't even put concealer on there. I've made that mistake, so definitely blend, blend, blend. Ugh! It's the only thing I don't like is all these powder everywhere. Okay? And then they have this little mini concealer brush. It's a little synthetic brush. I love. It's a little mini guy I like carrying around in my little tiny pouch. Where'd it go? This little guy, like all my brushes fit perfectly in there, so I can carry it around with me, so they're right there. And I have a bisque concealer, and I love it because it's basically just a tinted powder. And then I literally just apply it. And see how I'm blending? The important part is to go around, around, and sorry guys, like I said, try doing this out of a computer screen. But see? Concealed. But look, I can blend it a little bit better. God, Jesus Christ. I feel like a bimbo doing makeup. See? Concealed. And then I have right through here too. God, Jesus Christ. It's all opposites. You guys ever done this on a computer? How many times am I going to say that? See? It just lightens it up and everything, the little spots. And honestly, I feel ready to go. Other than that, I really don't get too crazy with makeup. I just like a really natural, fresh looking face. And I think I accomplished. So, I hope this helped and everything. And again, you guys, I'm so sorry. So sorry that it took me forever to give you this video. If I was unclear or anything like that, definitely don't hesitate to shoot me an email. You guys know how to contact me. Actually, as a matter of fact, I am going to be making a video. I have a whole list of questions that I'm going to be answering. And yeah, stay tuned for that video. And you guys, seriously, not that I'm pushing Nerium, but check Nerium out. It's just an amazing product. If you have any type of skin issues that you're uncomfortable with, throw some Nerium on it and see what happens. You know, it's great. I'm going to put the link down here if you want to find out more. Shoot me questions and everything, you guys. Bye, you guys. Love you guys. Thank you all for your support and everything. I'll see you guys soon.